Testing. Oh! Hi, how are you, Red Shadow? Morning, morning. How you doing today? Good, I hope. No worries. Hopefully you've been doing well. Not been too busy. Oh, you got grounded. Ugh. Well, you know, that happens. It's okay. I got grounded all the time when I was younger. Mostly for, Oh, I should make sure I have... Okay, I do have the air seal on. Well, you know what? It happens.
I'll take care of this.
Hopefully it wasn't for a terrible reason. I'm literally going to just be doing this, hopefully for not too long. Ah, good ol' talking mean to your mom. That got me in trouble more than a few times.
All right.
Okay. Okay, did not trigger the guard there. Lucky you're still alive.
Keep going.
I knew this was gonna cost me on this one. Okay.
It's on you, Hawk.
I need... Oh, not that. I mean, it could be worse. Okay. Okay. Of course not. I was trying to freaking catch multiple enemies at once. Put you in military camp. That's a bit much. Okay. Ooh, big yell. Oh god. Oh god.
A test of your reflexes!
Freaking help, Joey. How are you doing? Oh, your AC went out too.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
My time to shine.
God almighty. A little bit. You know what? This game is balanced around the super bosses all being nightmares.
I got this.
Oh my god. He's gonna keep using that attack over and over again. You mind using a normal attack that doesn't require you to teleport over the entire screen. Oh my god, stop. Just desist for a moment. Oh,
Right.
I ran into the freaking outer thing. Okay.
Leave it to me. I'll take care of this.
Okay, he's gonna do is I'm gonna chompy on you again. Oh god.
Something's coming. Stay sharp.
Yep, yep, yep.
This ends here.
You're broke now. Out of points.
This ends here.
Oh yes, come on again. God almighty. Can ya slow down? For just a second. Uh-huh. Oh my god. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
I can keep going.
Leave it to me.
Let's go.
There's the one thing I would use I'd break my item thing on. It's fighting a super boss. Especially given the fact that the amount of XP you need to get up to the matching level is insane. I use them almost never. So it's like, you know what? If there's the one time you would use an item, let's use it against the impossible super boss. That summons infinite adds. Oh, there we go. Done. It took me hours to get up to level 90, where this was even remotely not terrifying to do. It's not entirely necessary, but it's pretty necessary if you don't want to be stuck here for the next 3 hours. And I have a strict timeline to keep today. Okay. It's only necessary if you want to respect your own time and patience. There's something I need to do down there. I've only still explored 84% of the map? Really? One, two, three, four, five, six. There's still 6 more zones. Oh, talk about his points. Let's see. I am impressed that there's that much of the map left. Okay, well. Let's go. Down this way. Okay. Alright, what we got going on here? Did Papa come home? For wheelchair boy. This place looks fancier every time I walk in. Guess it's not all that when you're living on a big-time doctor salary, though. Well, Jules? Let's go see what your mom has to say. Yeah. I'm back. Just a second. I'll be right down. Well. Look at you, Jules. You brought all your little friends home with you. Come in. Oh, you have to forgive me for not tidying up. That's okay. Sorry for not telling you we were coming. Aw, your mom's just the sweetest, isn't she? I'm jealous. Sweet. Is that what you call it? Oh, yes. I did spot someone in town who looked just like your father. It didn't take long before I lost him in the crowd. I didn't want to disappoint you if it turned out I was mistaken, Jules. That's why I didn't mention it. Hope you can forgive me. It's nothing to be sorry about. That said, how'd you know I saw someone who looked like your father in the first place? I figure I had nothing to lose asking the Monstrums for help, but... well... Oh, I get it. That's just how powerful our mother-son bond is, isn't it? Sure. Yeah, sure. More importantly, this man you saw was over in the Central District, right? Yes, that's right. I think he was just on his way out of Balduq Cathedral. There's so many people there that I ended up losing track of him. It'll probably go down as the biggest mistake of my life. Ah! Oh god, there's so many Dogis and Adols. Okay. Anyway, if Dr. Noah really did leave from the cathedral... Right, all we have to do is ask if anyone saw him there. Let's go, Adol. Oh, and Jules, dear, if you do happen to run into your father, promise you won't force him to come back. What? Why? Because I trust him. Your father would never leave us without a good reason. I don't know what or why exactly. That much I can say for sure. There's no way you can know that. Oh, but I do. I'm a lot more perceptive than I look, you know. You should never underestimate a mother, especially not yours, young man. Now promise me, Jules, alright? When your mother's like, don't you dare go bugging your dad, or there'll be consequences. Okay. I like how you can just fall out of the sky. This is both the Cathedral of the Hieroglyph Church. Right. The last place that Joel's father, Dr. Noah, was seen coming out of. Oh, good to see you again. Ah, Father Ralph. Thank you for coming. And it seems you brought Credo. Huh. Let's move somewhere more private for our discussion, shall we? Yes, I know Dr. Noah well. He was the one we would call whenever worshippers fell ill. However, forget that I don't know if he's come to the cathedral lately. That's okay. Sister Mel, would you happen to know anything? I'm not sure if he's the same person you're looking for. I recall seeing a rather strange man here just recently. Do you remember anything else about him by any chance? He came by asking me to see some old medical records. The church keeps all of its records in the past, you see. I remember him because I thought it was such an unusual request. After I procured them for him, he perused them as if in a frenzy. Sounds a lot like Dad. And where did he go after that? That was another peculiar thing. He said he had business at the ancient shrine outside town. I thought he seemed like a doctor. Maybe he was an archaeologist. An ancient shrine? Maybe the North Shrine? Yeah, most likely. We've been there before. Okay then. Time to relive some fond memories. Yufa. I'm something that we didn't need to force him home, right? And our work's done, isn't it? We already know he's alive. We're not going to force anyone to do anything. But we're so close. You can't just quit while you're ahead, Jules. Huh? You two need to have a heart-to-heart. Wasn't that one of your nails in the coffin? Nails in the coffin. Which one? This one. Oh god, my neck. It's been so warm this weekend too, which is terrible. Oh.
Dad.
Jules, how did you know I was here? Is there something you all needed to speak with me about?
You explained that Pamela had been searching for him ever since she saw him in the city.
It's been a long time, so I know how difficult it is to see her. Either way, you know Mom's never going to stop looking for you.
Ah, so she did see me. I should have been more discreet.
If you don't mind me asking, Dr. Noah, what are you doing here?
Ah, right. Do you see this plaque behind me? Inscribed on it is a record of diseases throughout history. I came to see if I could find anything useful.
Oh, I see. You were looking for a way to cure Jules.
What?
Am I really that transparent? Still, this might be a good opportunity for me to explain everything to you all. You deserve to know what happened. It was many years ago, long before I knew anything about homunculi. I came to learn of an institution that fostered war orphans. That was where I first met you, Jules.
I was a war orphan?
Yes. Aprilis had entrusted the four of you to that orphanage. She couldn't take care of you on her own. It was her last resort.
That's understandable.
Indeed, it was in that orphanage where we met Jules. You should have seen how happy Pamela was. After all, she couldn't bear children of her own.
Mom couldn't have children?
Unfortunately not. But I know that she loved you more because of it. The years after we adopted you were the happiest of our lives. When you became ill, it devastated your mother. That's when I promised her that I would find a cure for you.
Dad.
One day, in my desperate search to find a treatment, a man approached me. That man was an alchemist named Zola.
Papa.
He told me who he was and asked for my help in his alchemy research. It was then he revealed to me that you, Jules, were a homunculus. I thought that if I helped him, I would eventually find a way to cure your disease.
I had no idea. But why did you have to leave us?
The hero you were created from suffered from the same disease as you. I surmised that the hero's body would lead me to more clues about the disease. However, Zola kept a firm grip on his research. As a condition for becoming his adjutant, I was forbidden from leaving the prison.
Dad,
It's not your fault, Jules. Being sick isn't ever anyone's fault. Believe me, my deepest regret is leaving you and your mother without saying goodbye.
Jules, there's something you've been wanting to say, isn't there? You don't have to wait anymore.
Yufa.
Dad. To tell you the truth, there were many things I wanted to say to you when I saw you again. I wanted to tell you how much I despised you, how much I hated you. But now, how could I say any of those things?
Jules.
Thanks, Dad. For taking care of me. For being my dad. And for trying to find a cure for me. Thank you.
Jules.
As a doctor, it would be imprudent of me to be too optimistic. But I'm progressively coming to understand your disease. There's still a chance for a cure. I will do everything in my power to save you.
Dad.
Good thing you two finally hashed it out. Hey, by the way, what kind of research were you helping Zola with exactly?
I was looking for ways to extract memories from a person's soul. That research allowed me to create the primordials and monsters from Adol's memories. I imagine Zola plans on taking this research even further.
Even further.
But what about Shadowlord? I thought you two were working together.
You must mean how Shadowlord gathered those with desirable talents in the prison. That was Zola's plan all along. He was merely using Master Shadowlord. Zola was the one who truly needed them. In spite of that, he rarely shows himself in the prison nowadays. I'm afraid even I don't know what he planned on doing with them.
Whatever it was, I'm sure it wasn't anything good.
Zola is an unforgiving man, if his treatment of Shadowlord was any indication. But if you asked me if he were evil, I wouldn't be able to tell you. He sincerely believes his actions are just, regardless of the implications.
You mean he's a whack job, the kind you stay away from?
That may be true. I admit, I have my fair share of blame for your hardships, Monstrums. For that, I apologize.
Hey, it's okay. I'm still alive because of you, it's
I understand that
fine.
an apology alone is not enough for me to be forgiven. But I will work to set things right.
Dad.
I'll go see your mother soon, Jules. You have my word. My son is fighting his best even when sick. It's only right that I work just as hard. After it's all over, we'll go back to how it was. You, me, and your mother. Crimson King. No, Adol. Zola is profoundly fascinated with you. You have no reason to trust me, but I suggest that you be careful. Now then, it's nearly sunset. I'd better return to the prison. You'll have to excuse me.
Dad? You be careful too.
Yes, I will.
Hey, good for you, Jules.
Yeah, thanks. I should thank you guys too.
We're all happy for you, Jules. Your dad is a good person after all.
I believe there is much I can learn from him as well.
Yeah, he's alright. Can we go back to town now?
Oh, we found out absolutely nothing. I see. So it wasn't your father I saw after all. Yeah, unfortunately not. I could have sworn I caught a glimpse of him, face and all, but must have been mistaken. Suppose that's the time I finally threw in the towel on this. Oh, now don't be so glum, chums. I don't know how it all went, of course, but I imagine I can hazard a guess. Your father just isn't quite ready to see me again yet, is he? Mom. Thank you for humoring me, Jules. The same goes to the rest of you as well. It isn't much, but I'd like you to have this. I appreciate your kindness. Of course, sweetie. Think nothing of it. I suppose I ought to get back to cooking. See, I've been working on a special little festival day treat for everybody. I may stop by to deliver it later, so not try not to spoil your appetite. We won't. Thanks again, Mrs. Noah. Well, we found out absolutely nothing about what's going to happen today. Great. Wonderful. Peachy. Ever since my dad said he'd come home someday, I've been keeping it from my mom. I guess she figured out that we were hiding something from her anyway. Seems so. Following my mother's intuition. Or if that means Dr. Noah might be able to come home sooner than he thought. With a wife that understanding, that should be fine with all the alchemy stuff. I'm not sure about that. Either way, whether or not he does is entirely up to him. So when I take Mom's feelings into account, the things get a little more complicated. Yeah, I know what you mean. In the event, now that we've reported back, shall we attend to our remaining matters? We don't have any remaining matters.
We finished.
Well, that takes care of all the urgent requests we have. But Aprilis hasn't gotten in touch with us. I do wonder what's going on with her. Waiting around would only waste time. Let's return to the dandelion for now and see if there's anything else we can do. Doom. Doom is coming for us all. Where have you been, Adol, my darling? My heart nearly turned to dust waiting for you to come home to me. Maybe I've dramatized it just a tad. Did something happen, Shantae? Yes, you see, there I was, looking over the bulletin board as I always do. And there it was. Requests from none other than our stout friend, Warden Belger. Belger? Can you believe it? I thought at first it was a joke in poor taste. But as it turns out, it really was from Belger. What did it say? According to him, there have been sightings of strange monsters on a state road. Tell him to do it himself. He's got grunts of swords, right? We're not pest control. May not be so quick to dismiss it. There's something peculiar about this. Strange monsters. Perhaps the research wing has something to do with this. That's true. Maybe that's why he's asking for our help. Knowing him, he wouldn't have unless he was desperate. Might as well humor him. The Hieroglyph Knights are a bit curtailed at the moment being on probation. Poor guys be scrambling to keep up without them. There's been an influx of tourists here to see the festival, and they may be endangered. We also received a similar request from Carla for this reason. Adol, my darling, would you reconsider it? Something has to be done. I concur wholeheartedly. Nobody is more qualified to hunt monsters than you all. Any more?
Yes. Alrighty. What would you like me to do?
She's got the same
sure?
things
What
that
would
she
you like me to do?
says.
Are you sure? Call for me whenever you like.
Oh. Oh, Adol, I was just looking for you. I had to discuss something with you. Oh, we gotta do everybody's. So here's the thing. We don't know what's going on to happen from here on out. That's why I want to reunite Mom and Dad while I still can. I have something in mind, but I'll need your help. Could you help me get my dad to come here? And count on me. Thanks, Adol. Gotta do all the party quests.
Oh, would you get a load of this spread?
It all really does look amazing.
The presentation, the colors, it's all absolutely gorgeous. I've got a thing or two to learn.
I can't remember the last year I celebrated the Victory Day Festival. Thank you for the invitation, Adol.
That's the least I could do.
You didn't need to do this. I was only repaying a debt I owed to you.
Please, Dr. Noah, you must try some.
Thank you. I think I will. Oh, this flavor. It tastes like...
I'm surprised you could tell right away. And now, the other guest of honor has arrived.
Sorry I took so long, Jules. I brought the rest of the food you asked for. Oh, my.
Pamela, is that you?
Smirnoff? Oh, my dear Smirnoff, it really is you! Thank goodness you're safe. It really was you I saw in town. You look a little tired, but I'm glad you seem well otherwise.
I'm sorry, Pamela. I know how worried you must have been after I left without saying anything.
Not at all, my dear. I knew you must have had a good reason. I'm guessing it's still not time for you to come home. Am I right?
Yes.
That's okay. You do what you need to do. I can wait a little longer. In return, eat as much as you can tonight so you get the nutrition you need.
Pamela.
Oh, I love happy endings.
By the way, did Jules' mother make all of this wonderful food by herself?
Jules had a hand in helping her cook. He certainly is a gentleman at heart.
It really is delicious. I'll have to brush up on my own cooking.
Look at Dad. He doesn't know what to do with himself. Serves him right. Thank you, Adol. Tonight was a success. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to give you this. I made some extra while I was helping my mom, so I thought I'd give it to you as thanks.
Thanks, Jules. I appreciate it.
Yeah. This was before I became a monstrum, but while I was visiting the city once, I overheard something that intrigued me. A rumor about an adventurer named Adol the Red who traveled the world. Ever since I first heard about him, it made me want to live my life to the fullest. That's why I wrote my nails in the coffin.
You're making me blush, Jules.
Hey, this isn't easy for me either, you know? But I mean it. Thanks, Adol. I'm glad I had a chance to finally meet you.
Aw. Be honored if you allow me to perform a little magic trick for you. Oh my god, all the party quests are gonna come right now.
Now, Adol, is this your card? No? Then how about this one? Very well. Now, if you will just add the two numbers together.
After adding two numbers, it came out to be the value of your card. It's amazing.
Nonsense. It's a simple trick anybody can learn with time. I'm glad I'm taking the time to pick up some new hobbies while I can still be Parks. To tell you the truth, I wanted to discuss one other thing. I wished to express my gratitude to you for allowing me to remain as Parks and for treating me as such. I found a great many things that I would never have found as the Cardinal. And most of all, I thank you for saving a friend of mine. If you'd allow me the sentiment, I consider you a friend as well.
Aww. That
Yes.
makes both of us.
I appreciate that, Adol. Balduq's future is still uncertain. I will secure the full capacity of the Roman army to ensure the safety of these citizens. As my friend, you have my full support, so you can focus on what you need to do.
Aw. Okay. Who do I have left to talk to? Kratos not ready yet. Neither is Yufa. Okay. Well, let's go out here and see what terrible things are happening. An important indicator of the presence of unusual beasts in the vicinity of a state road. Right. Just try to stay attentive as we make our way down the path. Looks like they decided to save us the trouble. These are practically common pests around here. Let's clean them out so we can find out what we're really looking for. I mean, these guys probably ran up here because they're scared. Done and dusted, as they say. It's just weird, those monsters seem a little more hairy than usual. Now that you mention it, I did kind of feel like they were afraid of something. Should. Everything okay there, Kratos? Huh? Oh, yeah. Just looks like carried away there for a sec. What? What do you mean? You checking this road out or what? Pick up your hooves already. Hey, Kratos! Oh. Oh. Hello. Ha 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 ha! Well, Adol is well equipped. I'm pretty sure. About as well equipped for this chapter as I can be. Let's go! Shh, keep your heads down. Those are lemurs. How'd they manage to get out here? It's just a hunch. I have a feeling that these are the unfamiliar beasts the warden meant. This is highly improbable, yes. Works for me. Let's send them packing. Okay. That takes care of that. Yeah, but still, why did the lemurs turn up in a place like this? Perhaps Rosvita may be able to tell us. Which reminds me, Aprilis still hasn't gotten in touch yet, huh? No. Enough. Come again? Haha, this ain't nearly enough. Kratos! Kill me, already! Oh, what's with him? I am not certain. This is sudden even for him. I said... Kill me already! I dare you to try! You know, this is... Ha! Here they come! Another wave of lemurs? What? Where'd he even come from? It's almost as if Kratos... It was Kratos who called them forth. Ha ha ha! We can talk about it later. Understood. Oh boy.
Let's go!
Boy. You okay there, buddy? This is hard to watch. Kratos? Huh? Oh, what's going on here? Did I do all this? Indeed. You appear to be enjoying yourself quite a bit. What happened to you all of a sudden? Yeah, that was extreme, even for you. Again, huh? It's like you already know. I've got a tendency to get a little worked up when I'm fighting. For a while now, I've been having a hard time holding it all back. Just when I thought I was in a perfect form today, too. So you're saying this has happened to you before? Not to this extent. I really lost all sense of reason until just a bit ago. Guess I'm no different from the lemurs once I get like that. Kratos. Well, now's the perfect time as any. I'll be spin out for good from here on. What? Now, hold on just a second. Spin out for good? Can't even do that, can you? I'll fight my share in the Nox, but for me, this chummy crew charade ends here. Besides, you know how I was back there? We're all better off this way, right? All I wanted was to give that Zola guy a good wallop and a kisser anyway. No one's stopping you. I'll let you have the honors. Catch you later. Wait. Can you believe him? Except this is nothing. Actually, I think he's been ready for this ever since he realized what was happening. Knowing him, but he just chose to keep quiet about it the entire time. I know he did. That's the part that pisses me off the most. Kratos, not exactly the best person. He's incredibly scary, too. Isn't there anything we can do to help him out, Adol? There has to be a way. Yeah, there has to be. At the very least, we have managed to successfully fulfill the Warden's request. Perhaps we should return to Balduq for the time being. You're right. There's not much we can do for him now, if we wanted to. Let's go back to town. We'll figure out what to do from there. Oh. We can no teleporty.
Something's there.
Interesting. Adol. Rosvita. Where the heck have you been all this time? Victory Day Festival's about to begin. My apologies. Turns out I had more to address than I originally expected. I see you've taken care of the lemurs that escaped me just now. It was almost as though something had been luring them outside of town. Wait, you were chasing those lemurs from earlier, Aprilis? We didn't end up defeating them, but Credo, he... did something befall him. You see, so that's how it went. What do you think we should do? In all technicality, nothing. We summoned the Grimwald nonetheless. That's true, but still. This impending Grimwald will be as formidable as I anticipated. In fact, the lemurs are appearing in our plane of existence attests to that. Our time is running short. Credo must compose himself sooner rather than later. How much do you know about Credo, Rosvita? Given he was originally a comrade of mine, I'm fully aware of the kind of man he is. Let me tell you what little advice I can give. You, Adol, are the key to resolving this. I am. That's right. Only you can bring Credo to his senses. Now then, follow me. Wait, where exactly are we going? To tame a feral hawk, of course. Thanks for stopping by. I'd wanted to make another stop. The whole damn town's packed thanks to the festival. You there? You appear to be quite skilled. Perhaps you could honor us with a match. Don't make me laugh. Thought I told you. I'm out of the group. Besides, I can't fight you if I wanted to, thanks to this horseshit curse. How do we get around it? We don't have to. Circumstances have changed since you last tried. Adol was, in a sense, no longer the same Crimson King he was. That, coupled with the power of the Berserker, was enough to lift that particular restriction. Berserker? Simply put, it is now possible for the two of you to cross swords. You don't say. Well, now you're talking. But do not misunderstand. Losing yourself to the depths of darkness is in no way a victory. You must awaken to your truest self, Credo. Who it is you really are. To know what you're saying, but as long as I get a bout with His Majesty, I don't really care. And a bout you shall receive. Prepare to venue. Follow me. Oh boy. Jesus Christ. We're gonna be in the Colosseum. I don't think I've ever seen the Colosseum so vacant before. Yeah, won't be for too long. The Pendleton Company had this time slot blocked out for us in particular. Carla did all that. Well, actually, it was my father who helped us this time around. Wow, talk about family connections. Everyone, they're starting. Oh, Jesus Christ. Both of you are prepared, I trust. I, Aprilis, shall bear witness to this battle.
Yeah.
No objections. Ha! Glad to know we've got the legendary saint here playing referee. Enough. Stand ready. Okay. The power. He tends to begin with it. I can only imagine how long he's been waiting for this. Are they going to be alright, you think? It's going to be hard to just stand here and watch them duke it out. It is not in our place to interfere. Let's leave this matter to Adol. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but I ain't showing you a lick of mercy. Oh boy. Oh. You're fucked.
You're both so strong.
Come on, you two! Give it your best shot!
I hope that blockhead's satisfied after this.
I still do not understand why it is they are fighting.
With the next strike, this will finally be behind us.
I can still keep going.
Well, he's level 72 in this fight and I'm level 90. You're as good as I hoped. Wait. Yeah, he's talking. Good.
Nothing beats this feeling. You don't think we're finished, do ya?
I'm just getting started.
That's what I like to hear.
They're still at it. They can't even hold their Monstrum forms anymore.
Those two never cease to amaze.
This reminds me of how Kratos was when he first fought Shadowy. No, I think he's even more determined now. Oh!
What is it, Krisha?
Is it just me? Or is Kratos' darkness starting to fade?
Oh.
Huh, maybe it's because he's not in his Monstrum form anymore.
Damn it.
How about it? Are you done yet?
Like hell I am.
Adol's also a really seasoned swordsman. Without
You've gotta be kidding me.
special powers.
I can't lift a finger.
That is the consequence of succumbing to the darkness without knowing how to control it. But it's impressive you've lasted this long while carrying it inside you. I suppose you have Shadowlord to thank for that.
Huh? What are you on about?
For a long time, your only goal was to defeat Shadowlord. Your determination offset the negativity of your darkness, helping you
right
maintain
back.
a balance. When Shadowlord was killed, your goal was no more, and your determination faded. That's when the darkness regained its control over you.
That's the biggest pile of bullshit I've ever heard.
You are a homunculus of a warrior known as a berserker. Their strength and darkness were two sides of the same coin. Does this sound familiar?
Since I was a kid, I was good at just about everything without putting in much effort. For a long time, I didn't get how people could be dedicated to anything. But that all changed the first time I got myself into a sword fight. The fear and thrill I felt as I eluded death with every swing of my sword. And then the ensuing euphoria after surviving the life-threatening ordeal. For the first time, I felt alive. I had finally found meaning in my life. Not long after that, I watched Sister Lisa die right there in front of me. After that, things changed. I started challenging strangers, anybody who could put up a fight. I could only feel alive when I was staring death in the face.
Contrary to what you believe, you're not a fighter, Kratos.
What'd you say?
Being good at everything made you feel like nothing was worth dedicating yourself to. But then you finally found something. Something you couldn't pick up right away. For the first time, You felt the desire to improve yourself.
A desire to improve, huh?
The satisfaction you feel stems from overcoming your weaknesses. This instinct is the very darkness inside you, and the source of a berserker's power. There's a thin line between conquering the darkness and being conquered by it.
You're not making any sense.
At this very moment, as you lie there helpless on the ground, what do you feel?
Pissed off at how I didn't stand a chance against him.
If you were truly angry, would you be smiling?
I'm smiling?
Perhaps you feel like you found what you were looking for. You might even feel gratitude toward your opponent.
Huh?
You must have felt the same way after you lost to Shadowlard.
I was grateful to him?
Warriors like you need a fair fight where they can realize their fullest potential. As long as you understand this, you will never be swallowed by your darkness again. Things are often simpler than they seem. You need only to change your perspective. Dr. Noah told me something. He said that Shadowlard and Sister Lisa were childhood friends.
What?
It's possible Sister Lisa asked him to watch over you. I am as much to blame for placing you in that orphanage to begin with. I'm sorry, Credo, for everything.
That's a whole lot of jabbering just to embarrass me. For someone they call a saint, you sure are a pain in the ass. I give up. You win, alright? I guess I can stick with you guys a little longer.
Good. Welcome back. I have you to thank, Adol. Now, we can face the Grimwald Nox as a complete team.
It appears all is well now. Ugh, you guys really had me worried.
Hey, how's it feel to be dragged home by Mommy after running away?
Come closer and say that again.
I'm just happy that Kratos back.
Yes, I think we all are. I need to speak with you all about what's to come. Let's continue this discussion at the Dandelion. Adol, would you please carry Credo?
Not in a million years.
What's the matter? Big boy Quato can't walk on his own?
You little shit. Enjoy it while you still can.
Hi, F9. How you doing?
All right, that went great.
Came in during the bully a fictional character part of the stream. Oh, very nice. I want a nap.
Oh,
I can't nap
why
for a
does
while
it have
though.
to be the Victory Day festival of all days?
It's the day when the monsters are most active as a result of their amassed enmity. Monsters are more vicious today than any other time in the year. It's a testament to how deep the scars left by the 100 Years' War really are.
A 100-year war with a 500-year-old curse, huh?
And now they're overflowing into our side.
Civilians will be out celebrating. We'd best exercise caution.
Yes. Tonight the Grimwald Nox will appear. And it will be like none other you've faced thus far.
How will tonight be different from the other times?
If it were just more monsters, it may not pose a great threat for you Monstrums. But the truth of the matter is, we don't know what'll happen until the time comes. I searched as much as I could, but I can't be certain of anything.
So, we're going in blind.
The Grimwald Nox is nothing more than a shell that the gods created. What resides within it is determined by the emotions it has accumulated.
Like the kids said, we're going into a wolf's den dressed like sheep. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be much fun if we knew exactly what to expect.
Did you find anything about where Zola is? You mentioned that we might not have to fight him after all.
Yeah, nobody's heard from him.
I doubt that coward would have shown his face anyway.
Even I do not fully comprehend Papa. He does not see the world as we do. As his prior actions suggest, there is nothing he will not do to complete his research. I am not the best judge of character, but I advise against thinking of him as an ally.
He was a remarkably adept strategist during the war and was always true to his ideals. We had more than our share of arguments because of that. We should expect that he will intervene.
He seems pretty quick to turn a blade against his allies from the 100 Years' War. Not that I wouldn't do the same to him.
So, what now? We just gonna sit on our hands until the Grimwald Nox?
But there's still the danger of monsters appearing in the city. It couldn't hurt to go look around.
Yufa's right. Either way, we'll all come back here when it's time.
Be vigilant in areas where enmity may have accumulated the most, especially places that have ties to the 100 Years' War.
We'll keep our eyes peeled.
So the plan is to patrol the city until the Grimwald Nox emerges.
The clock's ticking. Be careful out there, Adol. Now might be a good time to polish up your equipment and top off your supplies.
And do come home safe and sound, okay, my darlings? I'll have a glorious feast ready for you once you return.
It's probably just seeing my lips move. Honestly. Well, I'm glad to hear you're fine. That's good to hear. Oh, the lady finally will let me talk to her.
Take care out there.
You buying
So
or not?
yeah.
I see.
I'm doing well.
You need it? I see.
I've got a lot of random garbage that has to be done today that I'm not really interested in doing, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You can't not do all your job stuff and home stuff you have to take care of.
I'm ready and raring to go. Well, don't you say the word and
It
I
would
can
be
come back
nice if I
anytime.
didn't have to, though. Yeah, it's probably just picking up on my, what do you call it? My headset. Wiggling around. Oh, I'm gonna get all kinds of items, aren't I?
Bye-bye! See you later!
Here I go. Come back anytime.
But yeah. Panacea. New job is going well. Last week was a bit of a weird week for me, personally. Because we had a lot of weird home things that we need to do. And then we had a lot of other things that need to go done. Or get done.
Hello there.
Hi, Aprilis. But yeah. Crystallized shards of enmity. Not yet. But yeah, other than that, it's been good. A lot of interesting work. It's fun working on a... Okay, none of these are... Oh, I have to actually get these done, because these are all normal quests. Aha. Interesting. Okay, so I've got Doll, Kratos, and everybody else essentially ready. Okay. I like working in Unreal Engine 5. It's a lot nicer in many ways than UE4. I like working on PC a lot better, because the engine just works. The game's interesting, the features are interesting. So that makes me happy. I really, really need to not be randomized as much this week, though. I was randomized so much last week, it was pretty bad. Though I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, so that's gonna be terrible. Finish up the character cutscenes.
I hope you don't mind coming out here with me at a time like this. I wanted to talk to you about something I didn't want anyone else to hear.
Is it a confession of your love? About Felix?
No! What? Well, I guess he has something to do with it. You already know I'm adopted, right? Well, I haven't told my siblings yet. I was planning on telling them when things weren't so chaotic. But I've been so preoccupied with work and taking care of them. I'm scared knowing that time is getting closer by the day. I'm not sure how they'll react when they find out I'm not their real sister.
That's a tough situation.
Yeah. And on top of that, we all recently found out that we're homunculi. Not only do I have to tell them that I'm not their real sister, but also that I'm not a real human. I don't want them to be afraid of me. Sorry, Adol. I didn't mean to unload on you like this. But I'm also too scared to tell Felix. You're the only one I can talk to.
Aww. I'm telling you about that her siblings would be fine. She didn't have any reason to worry. Aww. Continue to reassure her. You tell her that no matter what she is, the time she spent with them as a family was real.
Huh. I never thought about it
It's okay.
Like
It's alright.
Caught you cheating!
Ood?
Hey, Adol. What are you two up to? Hope it's not something Felix would be worried about. What? You're not gonna cry, are you? Well, I wasn't really gonna tell Felix.
Hey, Ood. Let's say, hypothetically, what if I wasn't your real sister? If I wasn't related to you at all? What would you do?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Can you just answer the question, Ood?
I guess I'd be pretty surprised.
I see.
But nothing else would really change.
Huh? But, hypothetically, you'd have been living with someone who was lying to you. Wouldn't you feel betrayed? Maybe not want to live with me anymore?
Nope. You've been working hard to take care of us on your own in place of Mom and Dad. You ask me, that's what a real family's all about, blood related or not. You could be a Romun or a Monstrum for all I care. You'll always be our sister, Yufa. No matter what.
Ood.
What? Are you still hung up about not being related to us?
How did... Ood, how did you know?
You see, well, hypothetically, remember when you used to have a diary?
Don't tell me you read it! I can't believe you! There are things about Felix in there!
It's your own fault for leaving it on the table instead of putting it away. You're the one who's always telling us to put our stuff away. By the way, Mark knows too. But Elle doesn't really seem to get it either way.
You... Ood! Why, you little... Whoa! Hey! Get back here, young man! I'm going to crush you with a really, really big hug!
Oh, gross! Get away from me! Go do that with Felix!
Hypothetical questions from females trigger my fight or flight response. I always expect garbage thrown your way. I understand your feeling there. Hypothetical questions in general
No,
always make me go,
I think I'm going to be okay.
okay, what terrible truth is about to be
Thanks
revealed
again,
to me?
Adol.
That went a lot better than most hypotheticals do, in my personal experience. Well, let's go do Credo, then we'll do Old Lady. Then we'll do side quests because there's infinite of them I need to do. Adol. You
What's wrong?
tired? No, that's not it. Ah, this is good timing, actually. Got a moment. Are we drinking? Some bubbly.
What? Don't look at me like that. Just thought I'd say thanks.
You sure you're feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm sure. Aprilis said the same thing. I'm usually against thanking people for doing things I didn't ask for. But I figured I owed it to you two. Anyway, take it or leave it. Doesn't matter to me.
You look content.
You think? I still haven't given up looking for a decent place to kick the bucket. But I guess I do feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. You can sleep easy knowing I ain't gonna be losing control and slicing people up anymore.
I think that right now, Credo might be willing to talk more about himself. What do you think about Sister Lisa?
Lisa? What does she have to do with anything? Fine. I guess I do owe you an explanation. But it's not gonna be the answer you were hoping to hear. Lisa cared about me more than I deserved. She always listened whenever I had something to say, even the trivial things. Thinking back on it, this power of mine awakened after she died. If she were still alive, I'd probably be having a drink or two with her right now. Shadowlord too. Guess this is what happens to people who get too close to me. That goes for you too, Adol. Don't say I didn't warn you.
I think you've changed, Credo.
You think? Well, after our duel at the arena, I think I learned a thing or two about you. And now I found a new appreciation for fighting. That super Grimwald Nox or whatever can't come soon enough. Personally, I don't have a problem with this curse sticking around.
What would you do if it went away?
Huh? Guess I've never given it much thought. But traveling and fighting like you doesn't sound so bad to me.
Haha, would you like to come to me? Come with me.
You're kidding, right? That's a hard pass. I'm just gonna enjoy the upcoming fight. I'll figure out the rest when it comes.
There we go. And now we have this one. Adol, you come at the perfect time. Tell me, ever smoked a cigar? Times like these, the one could most use a moment of respite. And I've got some quality rules here. For just that, why not take a puff or two with me? Oh boy. I think I'm doing this wrong.
There's a method to smoking cigars. First, inhale the smoke slowly and deeply, and continue breathing through your nose. Roll the smoke inside your mouth. Let the flavor settle on your tongue. There's not a single crease or blemish on that face of yours, Adol. It might be several more years before you'll appreciate a good smoke. On a different note, You may have seen this around the city. It seems the Bells of Freedom have taken up the mantle of local militia. They're providing security at the festival, even patrolling the city for crime. They're doing a good job at that, considering they were intended as a stand-in for the knights. The people acknowledge that, and who knows, maybe they'll stick around. And you know who made that possible? You did, Adol. We are all grateful to you.
I haven't done anything special.
Humble as ever. That's what I like about you. Glia is on the cusp of change. And I believe that change will bring about a brighter future for this city. Oh, Adol, you've been traveling for many years, haven't you? I've often speculated how Glia compares to the rest of the world. As one who isn't a native Glian, what is your impression of it?
I like the people who live here. Thinking Adol likes most
Is
people.
that so? What is it about the people that you like?
Bring up the Monstrums and all the experience you've had here in Balduq. How the things you've learned from its people, its history, and its troubles contribute to your own growth. You tell her that all of your adventures are unforgettable, this one included.
That's a wonderful perspective. It fills this old bag with pride, knowing the young ones treasure the city in their own way. If you wouldn't mind, I would love to hear of your other unforgettable adventures. Your tales would pair nicely with these fine cigars.
You continue to speak with Margot until you finish your cigars. Well, I have side quests to do, but I also have a short appointment about to begin with an arborist. I'm gonna finish the doll. Should do the doll really quick.
Adol.
Aww.
Anemona, is this what I think it is?
So you remember, you promised that we would have a tea party after the war was over.
Yes, I did promise that before I left. I can't believe you still remember. I'm sorry, Anemona. I should have been the one to invite you. This was very thoughtful of you.
The food looks great.
Yes. After I told Yufa about the idea, she prepared this lovely meal for us.
During the war, she'd always find a way to make scarce rations into something delicious.
You were always too busy playing outside with boys to learn how to.
Was it really necessary to bring that up in front of Adol of all people?
Did you remember something else?
No, it is not that. I was just curious to know how it would be to feel the world like the both of you.
Feel the world?
Yes. I am only a doll. There are many things I do not understand. The warmth of the sunlight, the gentle breeze of the wind, the aroma of this tea before us. I wish to feel it too, and to learn more about this world that you two love so dearly.
Anemona.
I am not used to having thoughts like this. Are they good thoughts? Or are they bad thoughts?
They're whatever you want them to be.
I am only a doll. As such, I should not be having these thoughts to begin with.
You've grown up, Anemona.
Rosvita.
I think having those thoughts are what makes one human. I wonder, could it be that the thing you were searching for wasn't me, but your own self?
Oh. I remember. When Papa's alchemy experiment failed, I lost my soul. And as punishment, I was separated from you.
You've been through a lot, Anemona. But you found what you lost, and you're finally with me again.
Oh.
Welcome home, Anemona. My best friend in the whole world.
I am home, Rosvita.
Thank you for bringing her home, Adol. You're the reason I was able to keep my promise to Anemona.
I wish to thank you too. It is as if there was a haze within me that has now lifted. Rosvita is right. I was really searching for my own self this whole time. You have my deepest gratitude, Adol.
Aw. Okay, I'm gonna save and be right back. I've gotta check and see if the Aprilis has arrived or not.
No need to rush. Come on, let's go! Come on, let's go! No need to rush. No need to rush. Come on, let's go! Come on, let's go! Now, how do we get there? No need to rush. do we get there? Now, how do we get there? Come on, let's go! Now, how do we get there? Now, how do we get there? Now, how do we get there? No need to rush. No need to rush.
Come on, let's go!
Now, how do we get there?
Come on, let's go! Come on, let's go!
Come on, let's go! Now, how do we get there?
Sorry about that. That took a little longer than I thought it was going to. Okay, where are we at for time? I have 15 minutes, and then I have to hard stop. Well, let's get the side quest done. I thought I was going to finish this game today. I keep thinking I'm going to finish the game, and it's like, nope. Nope. Canyon Highlands. So, back here. This game keeps being longer and longer every time I come back to it. Oh?
Shall we begin our patrol, Adol?
Aprilis said to be careful in places related to the 100 Years' War.
I'd say that means we'll find the most monsters there.
Okay, let's start in those areas first.
All right, let's go, team.
No. Gosh darn it, game.
Adol.
Yes? Are you
What's
worried?
wrong? It's not that. For 500 years, I've fought with my homunculus allies, much like this. I've watched them as they grew up, and I've watched them as they died. 500 years of killing Lemiris, and grieving over my fallen. Over time, the weight on my heart turned it cold and callous. The pain that used to be there was replaced with emptiness. It was easier for me to think of them as puppets, and I their puppeteer.
I can't even imagine.
But this time, it's different. Each of them have their own challenges, their own concerns, their own unique lives. Their futures shine more brightly than the darkness I chose to live in. They reminded me of what it was like to feel human. And you, Adol, were the one who made that possible for them.
I haven't done much.
On the contrary, I'm glad you're here with us. Would it be selfish of me to say that I no longer wish for them to fight? Will there ever come a time when they'll know peace?
Anything is possible.
Yes, you're right. We need only to focus on the obstacle before us with all we can muster. I'll be counting on you, Adol.
Well, I want to do quests. Side quests before we end up having to deal with the main quest again. And then I have to do this silly insanity again. Oh, it's over there. Let's go. Oh, there it is. This is only a level 81 though. Thank you. That takes care of that one. Life by the sword. We have to fight. We have to fight the little guy. Oh, you made it, Rusty. And the rest of the monsters too. Tell me, Valley, about time. How long will you plan to keep me waiting? Pretty big talk for a living plushie, especially after calling us out of nowhere. Hold your tongue, knave. So, anyway, what kind of quest is this exactly? There's something you wanted to get a hold of at the ancient battlefield, right? You won't mind if I get right to business, will you, Rusty? Let's hear it. Verily, I'm in your debt. I'll just get right to the point. Brother and sisterin, I hereby entreat you to help me seek the Holy Sword. Oh, Holy Sword, you say? I'm sure I saw that one coming. What about the one on your back? What? This pig's end is not but just a toy. The sword I'm talking about dates back 500 years to the era of the 100 Years' War. Say what? Era of the 100 Years' War? Yea, a most beauteous among blades, carried by an extraordinary knight of old, 'twas said to bear the power to banish all that is vile and wicked. Oh, you mean? Aye, it's the sword of self-same holy swordsman you already know. So prove most essential should we hope to reign victorious in the Grimwald. So come, monstrums! By our troth, we are off! Exactly how do you know all of this? Don't spread yourselves in the details. And my own tales too, you know. The Holy Sword must have been left somewhere on this ancient battlefield. You know what that means, Rusty. Let's get a searching. The game will not let me teleport. So this is the ancient battlefield. This is Balduq's most strategic southeast point, as well as the site of a major battle. Aye, here the Holy Swordsman has made their last stand 500 years ago, which means his Holy Sword has got to be around here somewhere. Aha! Never mind, it's just garbage. He's not gonna do this every time he sees a piece of metal, is he? Got a sword from back then can be used now anyway. Nay, nay, I say! That Holy Sword hasn't lost its shine yet. Oh yeah? And how would you know? Regardless of the truth of the matter, perhaps we should take a look around. Well, let's make sure we have the doll's ability equipped. Oh. Of course it's up there! Or the game will not let me teleport. Thankfully, I already have all the checkpoints done. I just gotta find the rest of them. There we go.
All right.
I knew you could do it.
Okay. We do need to, Oh, come on.
Switch.
You should stay. Excuse
we go. It should be up here somewhere. What's that? Some sort of defense tower, if I had to guess. Aha! You can tell some real carnage happened here looking around. Yes, I can still sense the spirit of battle filling the air. Even now, 500 years later. What a grisly conflict it must have been. The one St. Rosvita fought in. Guess it wasn't just all talk. This place. Nay, it's not the same. Not like it was back then. Something wrong, Xavier? Nothing at all. Well, hi. Lemurs. Lingering empty in the area must have drawn them out. Stand ready. Okay. Maybe Xavier was the holy swordsman back in the day. They're pretty tough, but still no match for us. Ha! Easy. Just as ever, merry comrade. Wait, what's this? I sense something. Let's say we check the area out a bit more before turning back. There's something here. Most certainly, I think. Should keep our guard up then. We're going to keep looking around.
Something's there.
Something down below. Oh, Rusty! Look at that! Is that the holy sword? About time we tracked it down. I'm not quite in the best of states. Huzzah! We found it! We really found it! Of course, 5 whole centuries has kind of taken toll on the thing. But still, I finally remember now. So, my time has come. Wish only to stay at your sides to the end. Last was not meant to be. The rest I leave to you. Protect Lady Rosvita, my friends. I think my final stand would conclude so. Was it chance or design I fell astray in the midst of that bloody, brutal fray? Ha! 'Tis no surprise they thought me missing, lost to the throes of battle. Xavier, don't tell me. The holy sword is yours. Aye, though we're both but mere shills of what we used to be now. I've always been good for nothing but a fight, ever since my stripling days. As the fates had it, in time I came to be hailed as this holy swordsman. And yet I left my comrades behind to rush into the jaws of death. Some hero. When I came to in the dumping grounds of the research wing, I was already in the swarm. Methinks I must have ended up one of Zola's failed experiments, or something like that. Becoming a Rue robbed me of might and mind, leaving only little paws with which to rummage. I could neither meet the lady I served, nor save my fellow men from their own folly. I believe this is divine punishment, my dues for failing to protect that which I ought to have. But then about you, Rusty. Even in your fetters, your will stayed unwavering. In aiding you, a realization came to me. I can still do something even in this form. That must be why I was brought here. May not be directly, but feel as though I'm making it up to my old comrades in a way. Xavier? Huh. You are, I'm sure of it. Rusty, spoken to my greatest esteem, I hereby bestow upon you this holiest of swords. Most of its power decayed, but the hilt seems to retain its blessing. Are you sure? There's nary a one out there I'd rather entrust it to than you, mainly because Lady Rosvita, nay, because Aprilis believes in you, not to mention for all the adventures we've shared.
Zola's the kind of guy who'd fire a cannon into a crowd if his target was there. Sure, he gets the job done, but at what cost? Anyways, he's always been off the rails. Even Aprilis can't do anything about that. You're the only one who can make this right, Rusty. I know you'll do the honorable thing when the time comes.
Duh.
Always happy to help.
The holy sword's hilt. What can we do with the holy sword hilt? Hopefully we can do something interesting with it. You know, like repair it. Can we repair the holy sword? Tito, I require you.
Yeah. Say the word and I'll make it.
Can you make sword?
Well, don't just... I'm ready and raring to go. Let me know. Come back anytime.
What does the sword do? Platter recipe. Maybe it's an accessory. Just my luck, the holy sword hilt is an accessory. Not a... It is an accessory! Ah! Skill damage times 1.2. Great plus 40% though. That's pretty good. Alrighty. We have one more side quest and then I have to end it for today. Adol, Credo, you all made it. I think you saw the request I submitted at the Dandelion. The Knights is stirring up trouble again, right? Never a dull moment even on probation, eh, Seneschal? Leave him alone, Credo. So what's the situation exactly? Must be quite grave if your expression is any indication. Well, the Hero Guild Knights are going through a rather uncertain stage right now. The Master Shadowlord gone, talk's been turning to future policy direction. Since the revolt of the Governor General's office, Seneschal Gilbert has gone missing. What? That's not good at all. Haven't heard any rumors about this in town yet. Imagine Rom would prefer to avoid any further uprisings. Yes, without our master and commander, our power is greatly diminished. The plan was to conduct several search and arrests covertly during the festival, but I couldn't bring myself to just sit by, so I ended up chasing the lead instead. Gilbert is holed up inside here, I've no doubt about it. He may be planning another revolt in lieu of the one that failed. Huh, can't teach a crotchety old dog new tricks, I guess. So, what's Seneschal number 2 planning to do about it? Normally, he'd report it to the Roman garrison right away, but I get the feeling this might be a final turning point of sorts for the Knights. A task such as this cannot be entrusted to another. I must resolve it by my own hand. As you've exchanged both words and blades with the Master, I would have you join me. I ask you to lend me your power. Yeah. Of course we'll help. Honestly, couldn't give a damn what happens to the Knights either way. Maybe this will help set things right, for Shadowlord and Lisa both. Credo. Thank you, Adol. And thank you as well, Credo. Let us settle this matter once and for all. Let's go. These traces indicate the presence of a great number of people. There's no mistaking it. My hunch was right. Must be where they barricaded themselves. The bridge to their prison seems to have collapsed. We'll need to hurry. Then let the search begin. Not letting those Knights stir up another revolt on our watch. Let's do it! I like how the main story quest says, look around town again. Seneschal Lucian? No, how do you find us? Why are the Monstrums here? They must have had lookouts posted. Where's Seneschal Gilbert? Ah, so the rumors of you concerned with those villains were true after all. In the name of the Celestial Master, we shall stop you here and now. Ha! Bring it on! Put those boys down. You won't... They're still there in their places of late nights. In any case, this is more than proof enough that we're on the right track. Let's press onward.
There's something here.
Run past all the guys we don't need to fight.
Something's there.
Let's go. Oh, so they're like in the deepest part of the area, it looks like. Okay. That's fine. Central Lucian, So the Monstrums are with you. You're not getting this Seneschal Gilbert if we have something to say about it. Master Shadowlord's will shall endure in us, and with it the future of Glee itself. Open your eyes already. Down that path lies nothing but ruin. Save your breath. The only language these guys will understand is force. Yeah. Yeah. Master Shadowlord. They fought for nothing more than their own conception of justice. That's kind of what all fighting is, really. We have to hurry. My fellow Seneschal shouldn't be much farther now. Let's go. Super fast speed.
There's something here.
Seneschal Gilbert, all knights bound for the prison are ready to deploy. Very good. You're repairing the bridge. Maybe a ways away. But so long as we can retake the facility in the restricted sector, we'll have everything we need to carry out Master Shadowlord's dying wish. Homunculi are gone. What? How'd the Monstrums get all the way in here? Wait, that man with them, it's... Sir Gilbert. Lucian! To think you'd manage to track us down to this extent. But suppose if anyone could, be you, Adol, Christin, Lieutenant Ablinger aside. I see how it is. You guys were in cahoots with Shadowlord this whole time, huh? It's only natural. Wouldn't have been able to conduct so many covert operations alone. Collecting as many specimens as he did would have required an abundance of manpower. They seem not, however, particularly informed of the status of his alchemical pursuits. As the Crimson King stated, the remaining homunculus reserves no longer exist. I don't believe it possible any longer to carry on Shadowlord's will as you intend. That can't be. Sir Gilbert, it's not too late to turn back. This is what Master Shadowlord would have wished for you. I beg of you, don't deceive yourself on what it is the knights are meant to protect. You are the spinning image of your brother back in the age of the old Glean armor. Would that he survived that battle 8 years ago, as Master Shadowlord had? I'm sure his words now would have been just the same as yours. Nothing but saccharine drivel, every word callow and naive. The Master's aims are as our own. We'll restore Gleo's pride and peace at any cost, if it means disgracing chivalry itself to renege on our pact with those vile Romans, or arresting a certain Seneschal to quell his attempts to return us to righteousness. Turn back, you say? This blackened path we soar upon is the only way we have left. If taking it should lead to our doom, so be it. Gleo will be ours to restore. Yes, Seneschal. That's no reason to fight. Like we need one. Looks like there's no getting around this pretty boy. They made their choice, we made ours. It's on us to follow it through. That's the knightly way. And I'll do just that. Even if it means taking down my wayward comrades. Adol, everyone, prepare for battle. It's okay. We'll maybe survive one attack. Prepare for battle, that's it. I'm gonna get a cool called arms. Nothing wrong with short and simple. Get ready. Fortunately, all your men are dead in one attack. Oh, you're dead in one attack too. Yup. We did it. Wish I could say that was easy. It was easy. But you had more of a spine on you than I thought. For an old geezer, anyway. The insolence. And so it ends. What are you? Lucian, you cur! Why would you rob me of my only solace? I've already taken my path to its end. Must you force me to wallow in my shame? We will bring to pass a Gleo where all may live in warmth and joy, where none must suffer or weep any longer. What? Something I mentioned to Adol not so long ago. An oath with the Master that Shadowlord and my brother made together 10 years back. That oath was ought to be broken right before my eyes. That's why I had to stop you. Master Shadowlord was far from the only loss incurred from the revolt. Now is a critical moment. The very integrity of the Hieroglyph Knights is at stake. It's like you said, I'm still naive. Won't be able to do this without help. Not just from the knights, but the people of Glia, the Monstrums, even the Romans. So please, won't you lend us your strength as well? Together we carry on the will of all those who are no longer with us. But this time we'll do it right, by protecting this land we love, our home. You demand an old codger like me to stand up again. Your audacity never fails to astound me. However, there's something I finally come to understand. The meaning behind what Master Shadowlord had said back then. It would seem the arrangements for his transfer to Rom have been finalized. I intend to ask his help eventually, but he's still his younger brother in the end. Master Shadowlord, don't you think we're being too lenient in dealing with him? Suppose we send him to Rom, and he betrays our intentions. What then? I understand your affinity for the boy, but our justice requires a firm hand to exact it. There's no need for worry. Information he holds is hardly enough for Rom to act. Besides, we will have need of someone like him, once everything is taken care of. Even the chance that our plans do not go as expected. How do you mean, Master? Nothing you need to concern yourself over. It's a little more than a hunch of mine. Master Shadowlord said all that. The Master had his reasons for appointing a young man like yourself as seneschal. Reasons beyond the simple favor for an old camaraderie's sake. Sir Gilbert. Aww. Can't express my gratitude enough to all of you. Thanks to you, we stopped Gilbert before he could lay even more chaos upon the town. Kinda naive to think that puts a neat little bow on things, if you ask me. Guess it doesn't sound too convincing coming from a feral maniac, though. Always got one too many things to say, don't you? I agree, though. The crimes I've committed won't just disappear for apologies alone. What's important is atoning and making up for those mistakes, bit by bit.
Yeah.
That's how people grow. Yeah, it's the most any of us can hope for. I'm sure Dad would have said the same. Perhaps this is what it truly means to be human. Perhaps so. There's no shortage of hardships ahead, but there's nothing we can't surmount together. You said your ultimate battle was nearing soon, correct? Know that as your comrade in arms, my sword is yours whenever you may require.
That went well enough.
All the side questies done. We just gotta go talk to Aprilis and turn in the...
Go get him out there,
Hot
darling.
cuisine. While we finish the cuisine part of the side quests. Idol. Are you available at the moment? It's a personal matter of mine that needs attended to. I'd like you to accompany me if possible. What are we doing, Aprilis?
Would you fill that bucket with water? Hail, venerated king of gods, Grimnir. The land, air, wind, and spirit of Glia. This day marks the forthcoming of our greatest tribulation. I beseech thee, bless our battle and thy land with thy protection.
Is that a Norse ritual?
Yes, though it is a simplified version. I perform it every year to hone my conviction and sharpen my focus. You've experienced encounters with gods in other lands, haven't you? As it so happens, I've had a similar experience myself.
When did that happen?
It happened quite a long time ago. At a time when I was still known as Rosvita, I grew up in a modest village. All the villagers were passionate devotees of the Norse religion. I led a peaceful life there until the day I nearly died pulling a drowning child from the river. That was when I met the King of Gods. The weight of his presence was boundless. In exchange for saving my life, Grimnir imparted a mission unto me. He tasked me with expelling the forces of the god who opposed him. That god was Luki. and the forces blessed by him were Bratai's army. To realize my mission, I volunteered for the Glian army. It was there I met my companions.
So that's the truth of the 100 Years' War.
Yes. But in today's world, it is known as a war between nations, not gods. After 100 years of war, Bratai no longer had the morale to continue their losing battle. It was at this time when the gods Grimnir and Luki were both slain upon the other's blade. In the chaos, I was deceived by the king of Bratai and sentenced to death by burning. After that, the Norse religion in Glia was gradually superseded by the hieroglyph church. That was my life. My past as Rosvita. I cannot change my actions, nor do I have any desire to. My only wish now is to continue protecting the land that my companions fought for. I am beholden to them for leaving the war in their hands.
You're not alone now.
You're not the first to tell me that. My old companions would badger me to no end about it. Don't go fighting on your own. You can depend on us, you know. Hold out your hand, Adol.
Diablo
Grimnir
ring.
gave that to me. It's an emblem of authority given to the leader of the demigods who fought the Grimwald Nox. But most of its power has faded. I want you to have it, Adol.
Yeah.
Take good care of it.
I know you will. It's not my intention to burden you, Adol. If something were to happen to me...
Hey, there they are.
What brings all of you here? Were you looking for us?
Yes. We began to worry after you two had not returned. We traced your footsteps here.
What have you two been doing so far away from town? We can't take our eyes off of you for 1 minute, can we?
Guess the Saint's more human than we thought.
What are you on about?
Stop it, you guys. We're just glad that you're both safe. Wow. The view of Balduq from up here is incredible.
You can feel the energy from the festival even from here.
Whoa! I can see my fields! And look, the Colosseum!
You can see that far? Trying to spot Felix? I guess there's no stopping a cow in love.
In love? That's rich coming from a violent, runaway bird brain!
Can we stop wasting our time with this nonsense?
Hey, what's the matter with you?
Oh. I was just reminiscing about some very dear friends of mine. Listen up, Monstrums. We're all going to pray to Grimnir to watch over us in the next battle. I know. How about we do some last-minute training? We need to be at our very best.
Let's do it.
Hey, whose side are you on anyway?
Duh. Not that I need her abilities to be max, at least not in the, general sense.
Tell me what happened. Fine work, all of you. I grant this to you.
What a snooze fest.
So many Nox points that I don't need. Because I'm Adol. Misgivings about what I have started to feel. However, I wish to experience the enjoyment of black teas. Suppose it's a frivolous thought. It's what they call temptations. It's a puzzling notion. It's impressive that you're still alive after all this time. These must look the same as we used to. I'm glad we meet again, Xavier. Lady Rosvita, Are you crying, perhaps? By the by, I've got something to tell you. I'm sorry. I broke my promise. I left you behind. You used to always tell me to be careful. I went and did something stupid. Nonsense. I did the same thing. You were retreating, I was reckless and volunteered for the rear guard. And was captured. After I was executed, Zola took to alchemy for his revenge. It was my fault. I think he had bats in the battlefield from the outset. Well, for some reason, I feel beholden to him. To Papa? Ah, Anemona. You probably know what I'm talking about. When I woke as a Rue, I thought myself the victim of some distasteful jest. But for a mid-battle martyr like me, it was more than what I deserved. The Iru, Pickard, or any other critter went to make up for what I did to you. I mean, I'm still every bit the swordsman I was during the war. Don't you remember, Aprilis? I do. Believe I finally understand that there's changed between us since then. I have more allies now than I had during the war. No matter how many battles lie before us, comfort will prevail. For Balduq, that's the spirit. I too shall accompany you, shall endure through all adversities. I think that's basically it. We have gotten all of the quests done now. I think we've got everybody except for Ingrid's last thing, Belger's last thing. Oh, we don't have all of theirs. Interesting. There's a lot more that we need. We have max affinity with everyone except for Tito, Lucian, Maxim. So Tito and Maxim, how do you get their affinity up? That's an interesting question.
It's you. Looking to cut it, do you? I see. You buying or... You saw nothing.
And Tito, I'm gonna guess Tito gets up whenever we get the ability to
come back anytime.
Make better weapons. Alrighty. Well, I have to close off for today. I've got many things to get to, so many chores, etc., etc. It's been really fun playing, and I hope tomorrow afternoon, or I'm gonna have to skip tomorrow and do Wednesday, we'll finish the game. Knock on wood. Maybe it'll happen. We'll see. Anyhow, until then, I want to thank everyone for watching. It's been fun. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!